Hello and welcome back, adventurers and quest completers, and especially those who have a keen interest in tearing their game apart in ways the game developers did not intend. This is Oblivion, the fourth installment of the Elder Scrolls series as played on the Xbox 360, the Golden Edition including the Shivering Isles expansion. Shivering Isles expansion unfortunately will not be in this playthrough, as will be much of the game. We are concentrating instead, first and foremost, on getting the final of the Mages Guild recommendations, which of course is completed by going to each of the towns in Cyrodiil and going to their Mages Guilds and talking to the essential characters who will allow you the recommendations. Collect them all, complete their quests, and listen to their stupid things and their needs, and they will help you along the way to becoming the world's most dangerous level 1 character.
So we have to travel the Gold Road?
Follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road.
So we need to freeze a rogue mage?
We're going to destroy the rogue mage.
Okay, then.
When trying to travel to areas on foot right outside of the town, try going to the stables right outside that town and save yourself a little walking time, but the same amount of time to load as going through the gate.
Yeah, it is one of the minor inconveniences with Oblivion. I don't recall if it's actually all that big of a deal with Skyrim, but I remember in Oblivion, if you walk in and out of a gate, there's always a load time associated with it.
It's just, the game encourages you to use your fast travel options and your loading screens wisely. They understand that people don't want to be waiting for up to 45 seconds, like what The Witcher 3 will do to you, depending on, it's probably the console variant that would do that to you.
I'm actually very surprised that we can scale this steep of an incline.
We are Super Catman. How about a little costume change along the way? Pull your pants down in front of the guard and say, "Hey, how do you like the shake of my ass?"
Well, you're a Khajiit, so you're shaking your ass at a lot of different things.
Kiss my furry ass. So now that we are going to an inn on the outskirts of town, now we are effectively Puss in Boots.
Greetings to you. Hello there. Council runs the arena to amuse the... Hello, stranger. Carry on the sensual.
We gotta go find Christophe.
All right, Ariel, we'll go find Christophe.
Hi, Christophe.
Hello, Christophe. Isn't it so wonderful now that we did the traveling? All the objectives are right next to each other. Yes, I'll be waiting with bated breath for my lady friend of the night. Can you also direct me to the nearest distributor of some time period accurate prophylactics, sir?
At this point, it would be sheepskin, right?
It would be sheepskin, yeah. Hey, man, you had to do what you had to do. So it took him another 500 years or whatever to figure out what venereal disease consisted of. But baby, Daddy told me about that burn, and I listened well.
So, if you steal this shirt, what's the bounty that you get put on you?
Depends whether there was somebody actually watching.
Let's assume that there was not.
If you get caught stealing a thing, the amount of bounty that you accumulate is equal to the dollar value of the thing that you stole.
Oh, so only a single coin?
Well, a shirt, it might run you like a bounty of two gold. But guards will come after you as long as you're showing a bounty that is greater than 0. However, what I thought was nice in Skyrim is that the guards in Skyrim will only pursue you with an earnestness in proportion to the size of your bounty. Like, for example, if your bounty is only like 5 gold, then they're just going to, lackadaisically walk towards you. They're not going to go on like they're answering a freaking first responder message like, we have person shoplifting spools of yarn. All nearby units, please report. Whoa.
Nah.
Caminalda, you are the rogue mage, and I met you in the inn just this morning.
And she's not even using mage on us. She's actually using one-handed axes.
Ow, ow, ow. These spellcasters are going to be quite bothersome in your level 1 playthrough. Your armor can be high. Your armor, however, hardly will not affect the amount of damage that spellcasters do because of the spells that they cast on you.
So by inflicting mob violence on Caminalda,
we've defeated
we could
her.
steal her blue suede shoes.
Now everybody's gonna know what your buttocks look like.
Specifically because we're gonna deliver your buttocks to Memphis.
Memphis. That's funny. Caminalda has been defeated. We are now pending talking to the lady in charge, Carahel. We are now one step closer to getting into the Arcane University.
We have successfully gotten the anvil recommendation.
There are ways by which we can enter the enter the physical space of the Arcane University. However, you will find that every single door in the Arcane University is locked.
Okay.
And the lock will only lift after you gain full membership privileges from Raminus Polis. Now,
I
for
think
this
we've already
exciting...
done a Coral's recommendation, haven't we?
We have not.
Oh, all
Thankfully, Coral's recommendation is only complicated in as much as you make it complicated. For example, as part of the narrative of the Coral Mages Guild recommendation quest, you have the option to extend it into a second part, and only if you elect to go that route, only by completing the second part can you actually advance to get the recommendation. However, because it is only optional, you can also choose to have this wrapped up in just one part, making this one of the easier and shorter of the Mage's recommendation quests.
Are we gonna actually deliver the amulet over to Joffrey?
I don't think we've met.
Well, first we gotta talk to Dharma, because Dharma's adorable and she loves meeting new people.
My mother owned Casta Scribonia has been. Goodbye.
Bye, Dharma.
We'll see you later.
Alright, so...
We will see you all later.
If you summon lesser undead in a city, will the guards come after you?
If you summon a creature anywhere that's not considered an attack, like you don't get... First of all, the creature you conjure is only aggroed by any characters or creatures that are already aggroed against you, and then the conjured creature will proceed to attack those characters. And this is especially important in, engagement or disengagement of enemies by aggro. So conjured creatures will not cause aggro. If you are in a self-defense situation where somebody just starts attacking you, even if it's a human being, then the conjured zombie would start attacking that character because you're already under attack.
Alright, so what is Fingers of the Mountain actually about?
Fingers of the Mountain, as it is a different quest title than we've been used to for these mages' recommendation, Chris, refers to an ancient book written in Eldritch, basically, that confers a most powerful destruction spell using shock damage called Fingers of the Mountain. The crossroads with this mission is now that we've been tasked with finding the book at Cloudtop, you have one of two options. Do you take Fingers of the Mountain to Tychius, the Choral Mages Guild head, who will give you the recommendation immediately upon receiving the book, or do you give it to his nemesis Irana, who is pacing around outside endlessly the Mages Guild Hall, which will cause you to go to Fingers of the Mountain Part 2, which forces an extension on the Mages Guild recommendation quest, because of course Tychius is not going to give you the recommendation if you defy his orders.
Right.
Be free with the animal friends.
So I'm going to ask, Mr. Cloud, the umlaut that's above, well, not the umlaut, but the symbol that's above the Q on the text for equipped, what is that symbol and is it important?
Under the text for equip? Like
Yes.
if you're at the
Well,
equipment screen?
above the text for equipped, rather.
I would have to see the HUD marker again.
Okay.
I mean, thankfully there are no unimportant HUD markers. It's just some are more important and relevant than others. You know, for example, what does the feather mean? What does the gold symbol mean? Why does this person have a disposition of 0 and he tells me nasty things when I'm done talking to him?
Can we successfully destroy each of the fences in the game?
No, you cannot destroy environments in Oblivion. Like, okay, so there are objects in the game that are destructible, but only because the game, like, stacks them into an arrangement, and then as soon as you touch it, then it breaks the arrangement and causes things to, you know, to ostensibly fall apart. But you're not actually destroying an object. All you're doing is just disassembling an assortment of separate individual objects.
We have punched out the puppy dog.
Puppy dogs also are not destructible. You can only just cause their character models to ragdoll. You cannot destroy character models. Permanence.
So
Mr.
Cloudtop,
Gurdat.
The Cloudtop Mountain Peak. After we actually, get in here, I know that we can fast travel to it, but I think,
and that'll make things a lot easier.
I think isn't one of the spellcrafting stations here?
No. There is no spell. There is no altar. You can only find altars of spellmaking inside the Arcane University, which is finally the premise of this whole setup for the level 1 playthrough with Rocket Rabbit Commentaries.
Okay.
You're supposed to return here if you give Fingers of the Mountain to Irana, because she sends you back here after she translates the ancient text to figure out what it says and how do you acquire this super powerful spell. What the spell does in the creation of it at Cloudtop is it almost kills you, because we just pulled that book off of a charred corpse.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to figure out that charred corpse was produced by somebody who was seeking power.
I mean, you can use environmental clues in order to deduce that.
Well, I mean, maybe he just rose his golf club in the air, dramatically said rat fart, and then got struck by lightning because he was a hypocrite. Caddyshack. I love that movie.
And so we have returned to the main capital city of that I had totally forgotten its name.
Cyrodiil.
Cyrodiil's the continent, though, isn't it?
It is the continent, but the Imperial City is the capital of Cyrodiil.
There, we have successfully joined the Mages Guild.
We are now a fully fledged member of the Mages Guild, and now we have the option to advance in the Mages Guild quest line. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to do any more of the quests. We're free. And in the next part, we're going to make even more preparations for our level 1 kill everybody game.